What's up guys, this is Coach Daniel. In this video, I'll explain the different zones in table tennis that you need to understand to use the playing space efficiently. You could separate the area into more zones, but I'll simplify and divide it into just 5. First zone is the push or flick zone. Advanced players often play the ball short to prevent the opponent from attacking. So when the ball is short, you have to be able to move both feet quickly to get close to the ball by putting your leg under the table to make sure that you have a good balance as you make the shot. And of course, because of the table, if you don't bend down enough, your leg won't be able to move in and under the table. Then as you lean forward without the support, you will most likely lose your balance. Keeping a good balance when you're returning a short ball is crucial because 1. Only then you can make a high quality shot. 2. The low and strong stance allows you to come back quickly to the neutral zone, which is the zone 2. Zone 2 is where you loop when your opponent pushes the ball. You could also try to do an early counter loop in this zone. Often beginners tend to stay far from the table and try to loop the backspin from zone 3. But the backspin, as it is called, is trying to go backwards, so often it won't come out long. It will be short. Therefore, staying far from the table when the opponent pushes the ball is not a good idea. And as I have discussed in the video how to maximize the spin, this results in many problems. So do understand that this zone is where you loop the backspin. Also, for advanced players, this is a good zone to use the opponent's energy to counter with topspin with a very compact stroke. And this zone is also where you serve. So as you serve and come back to the ready position right away, you are already in zone 2. Sometimes I've seen people who go to zone 3 after the service. That is okay as long as the server understands what he's serving. What I mean by that is, if the server is serving a short service and expecting a short ball or a push, then zone 2 is where to be. But if the service was long and the server is expecting a long return and is preparing to loop or attack it, then zone 3 will be more helpful. Zone 3 is where you loop when your opponent starts to block. This is also a good zone to block an opponent's attack. If you try to block in zone 2, the long balls that bounce near the end line will give you some trouble. So a little distance from the table will give you space and time to read and block safely. Another thing for beginners to think about here is the connection from a loop for backspin to the next loop, which will be for topspin. If you stay in zone 2, it will be hard for you to connect these moves because the next ball is coming faster than the push. So you will need to practice how to loop in zone 2, then step back to continue to another loop. Zone 4 is where you do the counter loop, which I think is most fun for the audience to watch. It is genuinely fascinating to see players hit the ball so hard that it creates a beautiful art. Zone 5 is where you usually lob or chop the ball. Because the ample space gives you more time, you can read the ball better and play chop or lob safely even when the opponents hit the ball hard. And returning against a good chop or attacking a high ball is not as easy as you think. So from the beginning, it is crucial to be able to not only move from side to side, but also move back and forth from each zone. I'll call this positioning and spacing, which is very important to understand and practice to improve your shot and gameplay. For example, when player B serves in zone 2 and serving short underspin, which forces the player A to move into zone 1, then there are typically 3 possibilities. Player A can push short, or push long, or flick. If player A pushes short, then player B needs to move to zone 1 and also has the same 3 options to play: push short or long or flick. If player A pushes long, then player B needs to stay in zone 2. If player A flicks, then player B needs to counter the shot by moving to zone 3. If player A returned it long on the return, there is low chance that player B will return the ball short. And if B served long, then there is a low chance that player A plays short because it is difficult to play that. Then, when a player plays a long ball, whether that is push or a loop, you can expect the return to be long again. So a player can expect a return from the previous shot he made, and this is why you need to train for all the possible sequences by connecting each shot and by moving from each zone. Training how to connect the ball from different zones will improve your movement and reaction, the flow and the rhythm of the rally, and the quality of the shots you make, which will lead you to win the match. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more awesome table tennis tips. Bye.